Hi, my angels. Hope everyone is doing well. Thank you. Thank you for joining me here at Sacred Sagittarius Angels Answers All. I'm your humble and gracious host, Tigra, bringing you loving, energetic messages that I'm guided to from the heavens and all that is positive in God's light for the Sagittarius community. If you're not a subscriber, why not hit the subscribe button and enjoy the content that I bring you? It doesn't cost you anything. All that I ask is that you give me a thumbs up, share, like the content, and just come back and give your love and energy by looking at the videos. You never know when something might apply to you. They're timeless, so it can apply to you at any particular time in your life. I didn't get a chance to post a weekly reading. I always, when time permits, post your general weekly reading. So I'm going to bless you with a love vibe reading, just for midweek, to see where the energies are with love. It could be telling us good things. It could be telling us things that we need to be, have some caution over. Whatever it is, again, take what applies for you at this time and then leave the rest for the vast community that we have there. My videos are time-stamped, but again, I'm trying to gain back those 4,000 hours to get the channel monetized. So please, all that you can do to watch the videos fully, even go back and look at some of the past videos and watch those fully, can really help the channel get back to its monetization status that it had many years ago. I will be posting, or I will be doing a special video announcement on a special challenge that I have for you guys, to also help getting the channel back monetized, and a way for you to get a free gift in addition to a free reading. So look for that separate video. It will be posted later today. The only thing to be a participant, you must be a subscriber. Okay, so let's get started. As you know, I always like to clear the energy and space, especially when I haven't posted anything in a while. I'm posting and not only clearing the energies in my space, but energetically I'm clearing it in yours as well. So if you hear a chime or tone, just slow down your video in the beginning, or if my videos are too low, turn it up as it is comfortable for your hearing ability. Okay, let's cleanse the space, both for yours and mine. Heavenly Father, bless my energy, bless this space, bless all those who come here in love and light for the messages that I'm guided to. Protect us against all that is not working against us, and keep us blessed upon what is. We thank you. Amen. Okay, so this is your love vibe reading for this week in place of your weekly reading. So we're going to tap into some messages. I just have several decks here, and we'll see which decks, I'm drawn to for the energies. As always, I welcome your comments below, especially if things resonate with you. I love to get them. Okay, so let's start off first with these cards. Oh, okay, I am not coming back. I never want to feel that way again. We are more alike than we'd like to admit. And what's at the bottom of the deck? I hope I will see you again sometime. Wow, this is definitely some energy here where someone is missing you or someone is apart from you. Apparently, you could have had a rift with this person or a very uncomfortable breakup. You didn't part. I mean, 9 times out of 10, most breakups, they don't, part amicably. We would love them to, but for whatever reason, they don't. So this is a strong feeling that I get coming from you, Sagittarius, saying that you are not coming back to this person and that you do not wish to entertain the thought of coming back to them. I never want to feel that way again. Why? Because whatever they did to you in the relationship, or especially whatever caused you to separate towards the end of the relationship, was just too strenuous and too heartbreaking for you, and you don't ever want to reinvent that feeling or go through that type of torment or cycle again. Your ex, or the person from whom you've parted ways with, or in which this reading connects to with you spiritually, they might feel that even though things didn't end well, that they don't want it to be that only they take the blame. They do feel like you could have contributed some things as well to the breakup, and that even though you are different in some ways, in a lot of ways you do have a lot of common ground. So the more you throw stuff in their face, they're trying to say, hey, wait a minute, Saggy, you're not perfect either. You have your faults. Believe me or not, you are more like me than you care to admit. So this person could be throwing some shade, so to speak, that they feel like you're not looking at your shadow side. You're just looking at your bright, empowering light side, but you're not looking at the dark side of your life, your dark feelings, your dark attitude and actions that you take. So this person really wants you to walk away from this relationship, recognizing that you also played a part in why the relationship is no more. I hope I will see you again sometime, even though the relationship or the connection, right? It doesn't have to be necessarily um, meaning that you had a full-blown relationship. It could have been a courtship. It could have been a one-night stand. It could have been just mutual words of exchange, and it was going towards something, but something happened along the way, which it ended. However it ended or why it ended, this person still hopes to see you again sometime. Not necessarily with the thought that you might reconnect and build something romantically, but they like you, Saggy. Saggies are easy to love, and people do, kind of get caught on to us, so to speak, right? As much as some of the quirky things that we do they might not like, a great majority of the things that we do and how we feel, and especially how we treat people, they really do appreciate. So even if it doesn't work out romantically, definitely having you as a good friend is excellent on any side, any part of any bad day. So they definitely want to keep the line of communication open, or at least leave some road to healing where you can continue to talk. Let's see what's in the middle of the deck. I forgive you. Now, is this you forgiving them, or is this them forgiving you? Depending on how significant you feel this person meant to you and how much you would love to continue, not right now, okay, because you need your space and your time, and you need to digest what happened and heal from it. But down the line, I can see you, or you can see yourself, Saggy, forgiving this person. You won't forget, because us Saggies, we don't forget, okay? That's never happening. But we will forgive you because it's the right thing to do. It's the wholesome thing to do. And as you know, like I always say on the channel, when we forgive others, we forgive ourselves. So the more healing we give to others, and the more we allow them to make their errors, but to also forgive them for those errors, the more that we can be forgiven to the wrong things that we might do or say or feel. Okay, so it makes it all kind of balance out. Let's see, as we check the love vibes and we continue on, what particular zodiac signs we might be speaking about. We could be talking about a Scorpio, a Capricorn, or even a Sagittarius. Let's see what the wild card is. At the bottom of the deck, we could be speaking about an Aquarius. So Scorpio, Capricorn, Sagittarius, or Aquarius could be one of the 4 signs that could be impacted in this reading. And let's just go to the middle of the deck, and Taurus, potentially even Taurus. Okay, so again, I would love to hear in the comments if any of those signs based upon this love vibe reading does come up with their energy in this reading. We get quarter case. Someone's catching a case. Someone could have given you a transmitted disease or a sexual disease through sex, unprotected sex, or they might have caught something with a third party or someone else outside of your relationship, thus bringing you into jeopardy. So that's why it's always careful that you watch who you interact with and know who your partner is, especially if you're in open relationships, that they're wrapping it up, because you can catch a case unexpectedly, even if you're not part of the actual escapade in which it occurred. So someone could be dealing with some type of infection or rash or something. This could definitely be the reason why you parted ways with someone, even if you would with them for a long time, because once someone crosses the line of infidelity where they're getting you sick and bringing, that type of stuff to your door, you definitely can't have that, okay? We also get unbothered. For many of you, you are unbothered with any ex or any energy concerning love. You're out on the boat, you're out to sea, you're out traveling, you're living your best life. Inside scoop. Someone is always in our business, Sagittarius. Why? Why do people always want to know what we're doing? So again, you have that nosy ex, or someone who's close to that nosy ex, or someone who's jealous of you, just always checking what's going on in your social media, your friends, your circles, whatever little info they can get. It's like, you live in their head constantly. They have free rent that they're paying in your head because they're so consumed with what's going on in your life. Getting evidence. Now, are you taking pictures? Are you paying, are some of you in a relationship where you're filing for divorce or potential separation, and you're paying an investigator or a friend or someone to take pictures of your significant other's infidelity, or is it the other way around? So there is somebody on the case out there looking to see who's crossed the line, because there will be legal action taken. So many of you, this could be you. This is what unfortunately you've been led up to do. Or it could be, if you're the one that's cheating, be careful, because your spouse and the significant other is definitely out there getting whatever information that they need. And if you have family, if you have financial ties together, this is so critical. So you've got to be careful. That's why if you're no longer interested in anyone, or vice versa, it's better to sever ties and go your separate ways, because when you get caught up with this, then it becomes a legal thing and it gets really nasty. Dirty offer. Someone is definitely playing dirty when it comes to a breakup. For some of you, okay, like I said, they're out there getting the proof that they need. They might pretend and be nice when they're with you, but behind your back, or vice versa, trust me, they're taking the necessary steps to do whatever they have to do to make sure that they are whole, and that they leave this relationship well taken care of, or at least they're getting the bag, or whatever they brought in, they're getting plus more. Reflecting. Some of you, your love vibe right now is that you're reflecting what your next move is, what your strategy is. For those of you who are single, you're thinking what type of next relationship you want, or even if you want a relationship, would you consider going back to your ex? So a lot of you are in your head, while you go away and travel and you're at peace, you are considering how you feel about love, or do you have any feelings about anyone in particular? Some of you have to be careful. Here we go with child services. Kids being at risk of being taken away. For those of you who are married and you're going through a potentially dirty and nasty divorce, it's going to be a fight. One or both of you are really out to outdo the other. So you're collecting evidence. You're even putting in, the paperwork to get sole custody of the kids. And I hope it doesn't get that bad where you're questioning the kids and the kids have to take side, because, it just destroys the whole family dynamics when it gets like that. But if you are the sole provider, or if you are the primary parent at this time who has the kids, be careful of everything that you do, who you have around the children, and what you're bringing to their attention, because again, your potential ex could use that against you if they're taking legal legal steps towards getting the children from the home, or getting joint custody. A lot of you, your divorce or just your separation has caused you to, or it will cause you to file bankruptcy. Many of you could have had a partner that really, at the end, really messed up the finances for the family, caused you a lot of debt, borrowed against a lot of credit. If you were the breadwinner, they really, really, kind of just went through your resources. So that's why it's so important that you have a safety nest egg. And like we always say, you don't let your right hand know what your left hand is doing, and that you partner up with people that are on the same, equal status as you financially. Yes, life is going to happen. Any of us could have any financial setbacks, but you want to know that you're with someone that has their ish together, that they have a good income, they have a nest egg, they have a 401k, they have a bank account, they have a trust, they have some type of stability as far as real estate property. assets. You want to be with someone that has assets and is healthy, can work, provide work, and always be engaged. You don't want anybody who comes into the relationship looking all sexy and everything but has no pot to piss in. They can't offer you anything. All they want is what you have. They want to build off what you have and can't contribute anything to what you have. So when you let yourself fall for the looks, this is where you end up. You end up in court. You end up bankrupt. You end up building back and starting over from everything that you built for yourself. Finally, we get cyberbully. Yes, breakups, divorces, separations can get very nasty. If you're friends with each other on different social media or apps and stuff like that, they could target people to target you, or they could be sending you sly messages or under your DM. So for a lot of you, you're going to have to tighten up your passwords, change your accounts, maybe close some accounts, and limit your social media activity, so this way them or anyone else that's representing them, okay, is not out there leaving you open to be, to be talked down to or anything like that. So it's time to clean house with how much of your energy you allow people to receive and how much energy you put out there. Just for the heck of it, I saw the card of hustling. So some of you could be dealing with lovers or partners who, they're on their hustling vibe, or they could be hustling you. They can make it seem like they're in it for the love and everything else, but they're just in it for the bag. And that's why I always say you have to be very careful of who you attract yourself to and why you're attracted to them. Don't just let looks and the pretty body and the, cute smile win you over. They've got to come into relationship with substance and financial stability. That is so important. Let's go to the tarot for the vibes. We have the Eight of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Knight of Wands. Then let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. The Hermit. So yeah, we're getting a lot of energy in this love vibe reading this midweek, that many of you are taking time to get away or just be away with source, be within yourself. Especially those of you who are going through it, or you're in the process of being dragged into legal matters, or you're going to be starting legal matters for separation or divorce. Or even if you're not married, you could be coupled up and you've built equity and things together, but you're not legally married, but you might be, in a sense, because you've been together for so long, you still have to fight in a legal way to retain whatever it is that you brought in this relationship, or whatever it is that he or you or whoever wants to take out of it. So there could be a lot of fast action happening in the next couple of weeks, faster than you would like in some cases. On both parts. So just be on your, your heels and toes and be prepared, because things can really go from, 0 to 100 really fast. A lot of you are going to be contemplating, again, what is your sense of action, what you need to do. A lot of you are going to be going back, getting hold of your records, especially if there's monetary things that you're fighting over. You're going to start pulling all those receipts, those bank statements. You're going to be just compiling everything that you need, so to speak, for evidence. Okay? Not only to strengthen your case, but also to defend you against anything they might be bringing against you. The good thing about this is, for many of you, the struggle has been real, and the challenges that you've had in your love life with some relationships, this is really towards the end. So you're past the most difficult part. Now it's just really grinding it out in court and taking all the legal proceedings and just hopefully getting a victory, or at least breaking even, and then going your separate ways. With the Knight of Wands, again, for many of you, standing still, taking the approach that, I know it's not going to be easy, but this is something that I've got to muster up through. I've got to get through it. I will get through it. Okay. It's kind of like the energy that you need to continue to have as you're in this process. Also, with the Knight of Wands, I want to say that for many of you, it drains your energy when the love vibe in your relationship is lost, and it's in a negative and it's not in the positive. But still through it all, you still want to grow, you still want to love, there's still things that you want to do, and you're not going to let the challenges or the difficulty of a breakup, of a separation, stop you. Some of you might already be in a new relationship as you're struggling and winding up an old relationship, so that new relationship kind of jumpstarts your heart and gives you the courage and strength to, to deal with whatever it is you're dealing with your ex, because you have this bright future and you see yourself, in the arms of someone who loves you, that really is a better fit for you. So it's kind of like, a win-win situation. It's just, you're balancing two different things. You're ending one thing, and then for many of you, you're also starting something new at the same time. So just be careful, because you don't want the old and the new to get confrontational with each other. So please, by all means, keep them apart. Let's see what the animal spirit deck says for us. Well, with the energy of the whale, communication, you're encouraged to communicate clearly from your heart. Bridge any gaps that are keeping you from connecting deeper with your loved ones. It is important to speak your truth with emotion, vulnerability, and power. If you are going through legal proceedings, even if you're not doing it through an attorney, but you're kind of talking and working out through it with your ex or soon to be ex on your own, make sure you communicate effectively on paper, right? Have your receipts, and also, verbally communicate to them so that they understand what your needs and desires are, and vice versa. Don't leave anything unsaid. You don't want anything to be questioned or doubted later. Make sure it's all on the table. With the energy of the horse, you must break out of any limitations that are holding you back, whether they are self-imposed or put on you by other people or society. Break free and run faster towards your dreams. Now, as you know, the horse does symbolize part of Sagittarius, right? So there's that side of you, like I said, that is a little stuck while you're fixing and kind of, closing up the residue of this old relationship. But many of you are ready to break free and run into the arms fully of this new person that you're with, or just run fully into your next phase and chapter of life. Okay. And that's beautiful. So you do have the freedom to do that. Maybe not right now to the full extent that you would like to, but you're on your way there. And then finally, with the energy of the giraffe, reflection. Again, a lot of reflection. We got the hermit, we got reflection, and we got another card earlier talking about you taking the time and space. You're traveling, you're going away. Even if you're just at home, you're unplugging the phone. You're not really out there hanging out because you are facing a difficult situation. So do not rush into making a decision. You're advised to turn the problem around in as any possible manner that you can. Before deciding on a solution, your circumstance needs to be examined carefully. So just like communication, before you sign certain agreements or you make certain agreements or you say something, because sometimes we speak so strongly from our emotions, and true, sometimes we say things that we shouldn't say. Okay, so there's certain things, they don't need to know everything. There are some things you need to say maybe later at a particular time. You don't give it all out right now, but yes, you must communicate. And taking the time to reflect helps you to practice what you're going to speak. It helps you to navigate how you're going to speak and what it is that you need to be notified or notify others of. But definitely, you need to examine everything that you're dealing with, both in the past, present, and possibly towards the future in this whole situation. So that's why you take the time to go within. This is why you take the time to break away and unplug, so you can get that clarity and that right, proper mindset. So I love that. Let's go to the middle of this deck. We get, I can feel what you don't say. What did we say about communication, right? We don't want people to guess what we're saying, and neither do we want to guess. We want them to say it and vice versa, so there's no misunderstanding. But I can feel what you don't say. For us, as a Sagittarius, who, we are very spiritual, we're empaths, we're very much into our senses. We will pick up on what people are saying and what they're feeling, even if they're not really outright saying it. But we still need, especially when you're dealing with legal circumstances and paperwork that is documented, where it can be referenced to if needed later. But we intuitively can definitely feel what they're not saying. With the flow energy, we get the hibiscus, bringing unity, your spiritual connectedly through everyone via God. So use the sacred bond to heal your family, your friends, and yourself. And in unity, and having unity, even with when you're going through struggles with a separation or a difficult challenge in your relationship, even if it's not leading to separation or divorce, but it's just a rough patch that you're going through in your relationship, keeping it all together and salvaging it and working on it and definitely communicating on it can definitely get you through. As we're coming to a close in the middle of this deck, you have it all. Why do you want me? Now, some of you could be dealing with someone where they desire you, but you might not desire them. It's not always necessarily the people that want us, we in turn want. So some of you do have someone that is interested in you, but you definitely don't want to be with them. And this person is someone who's either well off, well respected, or they have a lot of stature, they bring a lot to the table, but you're not impressed with the material things. You're not impressed with their power. This person just isn't your person, or you just don't look at them as a romantic partner. So this is definitely you, Sag, saying, listen, you have it all, but why do you want me? Like, you could have the pick of the litter, right? And sometimes it's our own feelings about ourselves. If you have a low vibration or low self-esteem of yourself, sometimes we're a little surprised when a particular guy or gal really is coming for us, because we're like, okay, I look good, but I don't look that good. She looks better, he looks better. But we question it when we feel people have their pick of the litter and they want us in particular. But like I said, you can't go by blind eye. It's not always based upon the looks. When you base it upon the looks, you limit yourself. So this person obviously likes you, Sagittarius. Yes, probably for your looks, but more importantly for your loving soul, the unconditional love that they see that you show to others, your sense of love and compassion and unity and community. So they see that. But again, if they're not your type and you're not attracted to them, you're just dumbfounded by saying, like, listen, I'm it's nice that you like me and everything, but why me? It could be a little bit overwhelming when we feel people who we consider to be a little bit more, above us, not on their level. You know what I mean? We feel like we're beneath them in a sense. Like, why would you want a little humble girl or guy like me? You could have anybody, on your level. But never put yourself down. Never sell yourself short. If someone who is, that $1 million guy or gal sees something in you, don't think that they're just playing with you. They could really see something and really do feel something for you, and would prefer to be with someone solid and whole like yourself than the next groupie or the beautiful princess or the model vixen or anything like that. So don't sell yourself short, and don't be surprised that you too can have people attracted to you that you feel you're not on their level. Don't ever put yourself down like that. We also get the card of pause. Wow, a lot of pause and reflection. There's a lot of indecisiveness at this time for many of you with how you feel about a particular person in a relationship, the next thing that you want to do, or what action you should or should not take. And this is why you pause. This is why you take the break. This is why you go within, because you don't want to rush. You want to communicate. You want to make sure that everything is discussed and your feelings are correct, and you want to be right when you make your move. You don't want to second guess yourself. Okay, as we come to a close, let's see what card I want to go to. I haven't. Let's go here. Engagement. Your love life soon is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Some of you, your love vibe is that you are talking about engagement, or you sense that this is someone that you wouldn't mind getting a ring from and committing to. We also get nothing has gone wrong. Trust the process. The connection is timely, divine. Like I said, it's normal to have issues in relationships. Not every issue is going to cause you guys to break up. So don't get, out of whack. Don't get all nervous, Nelly, when there's issues in your relationship. Work it out. Communicate. If you love each other and the love is sincere and the commitment is there, you will get through it. So nothing's gone wrong, and don't make anything go wrong by making something, bigger than what it is. And with unrequited feelings, there's not a lot of love to keep this relationship. Well, for some of you, there is something wrong because maybe you've fallen off. Maybe you've fallen out of like with each other, or you just don't vibe, or one of you or both of you are no longer committed to the relationship. It just doesn't do it for you. That can happen, and it will happen as many of us grow and evolve, in our life and in our relationships. The affirmation that you get for your love vibe this week is, I deserve a life that feels safe, secure, and in harmony. So for many of you, if you're with someone that doesn't give you that feeling of safety, of service and harmony or security, they're not your person, and you're not going to hang around to wait to see if they're going to be your person. Okay, so this has been your love vibe reading for the week. I hope some of you have been able to pick up or identify with some of this, and if not, that's okay. I hope you've enjoyed the entertainment of the video just the same, and look forward to the rest of the content coming up for the weekend and the announcement of that challenge, which can lead to a free gift in reading. Have a great one. Bye.